Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the Kordial Media YouTube channel. My name is Adriana and I help Shopify e-commerce stores and influencers drive traffic and sales utilizing paid and organic Pinterest strategies. In today's video, I am going to show you exactly why I went from having 6 million monthly views on Pinterest all the way down to 300,000 monthly views. And really, I am exposing myself. I am going to teach you exactly what not to do on Pinterest and what got my account, my personal blog account, hurt by what I was doing and basically what not to do on Pinterest overall. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button, give me a like, and hit the bell to be notified every single time I post a new video here on the Kordial Media YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's dive into all the Pinterest malpractices I was doing. Okay, so to give you context, this was like 2017. I was brand new to Pinterest marketing. I had a fashion blog that I was simply just trying to drive traffic to, and I did everything under the sun that you're not supposed to do on Pinterest. And what happens when you do that is that although in the short term you're building impressions overall, so I build my monthly views all the way to 6 million, well, the next algorithm update came and it completely slashed my Pinterest monthly views because nothing was in line with the Pinterest best practices. Of course, I don't do this for any of my clients today and have never done this for any of my clients. And that is because I've learned since then, and I've obviously learned how to implement the right Pinterest best practices to be on Pinterest's good side and build those monthly views completely organically and authentically. So the first thing that I did back in the day was that I used to steal other people's images, and this was so wrong. Never do this on Pinterest, but it was always easy to see which pins were going viral and to copy them and to just change the length of the images. So I used to do this, like I said, years ago before I realized what Pinterest best practices even were. It really helped drive those monthly views at the time, but then it really in the long term hurt my account because I was marked as spam. I was also marked as somebody who stole the content, and so it's just overall not a good idea to do that. Okay, so avoid at all cost. Next, a Pinterest malpractice is to keyword stuff. Never keyword stuff. I used to keyword stuff in all my pin descriptions, all of my board descriptions. There was keyword stuffing in my bio, my profile, my display name. It was just a mess of keyword stuffing, and that is one of the worst things that you can do on Pinterest. And that is because Pinterest wants you to write your descriptions in a way that's read like natural language. They want you to pepper long tail keywords throughout your descriptions in a natural way. So quick tidbit, if you want my pin description template that completely respects the Pinterest best practices and that it's already written in natural language where all you have to do is insert long tail keywords, then you can download my pin description template in the description box below. Now comment below if you've actually done any of these malpractices before and if I'm the only one or if you were in the same boat as me too. Next, what not to do is repin the same pin over and over and over. Now this used to be accepted back in the day. This actually was a Pinterest best practice back in the day, but today in 2021, it is a malpractice. Pinterest doesn't want you to pin the same images over and over and over. They want you to upload new fresh images so you can serve your Pinterest audience new content on a consistent basis. Next is to avoid pinning 100 times a day. There was a time, like I said, where you could pin between 50 and 100 times a day and it was totally fine. It was really, really cool. So we used to be able to do that, but today you really can't do that. You're going to be marked as spam if you are pinning above 25 times a day, and even then that's quite a bit. So you want to keep it at around the 20 pins a day mark. Do not exceed that to the 100 pins or 50 pins like you used to be able to, because you will absolutely be marked as spam and therefore lose access to your account temporarily. Next is to avoid pinning to group boards and joining group boards. Although this isn't a Pinterest malpractice, it's also not a practice that allows you to grow in monthly views like it used to anymore. And so if your goal is to grow monthly views on Pinterest, just stick to pinning to your own boards as opposed to pinning in group boards, because Pinterest doesn't put importance in the group boards like it used to propel your content. Next is to completely avoid, this is really a malpractice that I still see done today. Don't send your pins to other people via the messages. Like, it's completely unnecessary, it's spammy, and it's a Pinterest malpractice. Although I never have done this in my life, I see it done all the time. So you really want to avoid doing that as well. If you need a complete Pinterest strategy, I have a guide in the description box below that you can download completely for free as well. It explains to you exactly how to create a tailored Pinterest strategy for your business, as well as how to do keyword research and how to implement elements into your strategy that will level up your strategy over other people's strategy. If you have a question, make sure to comment it in the box below, or if you'd like to chat with me to see whether or not you and I could work together, then you can absolutely book a free meeting with me too in the description box below. On that note, I wish you a lovely rest of your day and we will chat soon. Bye for now.